What is going on, everybody? It's me, truck driver Sean. So here we are with this. Are you tired of seeing this yet? Because I'm not tired of playing it. So this is my signature guitar through Deviant Guitars. It is called the Linchpin. It is the 6-string variant. I've now used this prototype for over 30 days. I was supposed to do it at the 30-day mark, but I've been busy. So yeah, I love this thing. This guitar is a home run. Couple little things will be changed in the future. One is this is a very extreme thing, and this is black, so everybody thinks that there's no guitar there, but there is. So a little less aggressive on the carve and come out just a little bit more meat over here, just to kind of get it so it's a little more in tow. And then something I thought was a really good idea that now in hindsight, it is a good idea, but it's not a good idea. And that is the push button that lights up. It's a nice novelty, it really is. But I'm going to opt to change that to a toggle switch. It will toggle on, it will toggle off. The push button thing, it I don't know. I think a toggle would run a little bit better. Other than that, the guitar is rock solid. And those are that's not a flaw on the builder. It is a flaw because I said I wanted it and he said it could happen. And it did happen. Just in hindsight, yeah. I'd change it. But if you've been watching my content over the last month, a little over a month, you know I've been using the living crap out of this thing, and it is an amazing guitar. It really does. It plays like a dream, and I really can't thank Royce over at Deviant for the opportunity to actually go, hey, want to design a guitar? Like, I have this idea, and my idea exists now because he's smart and knows how to speak my language, I guess. But yeah, it's very cool. Like I said, this is the 6-string variant. It's pretty simple. You know, it's just a single pickup, which is my TD rack by Voodoo Custom Pickups. And as far as like, if this was to ever be something where they're going to make a run of them, I don't know if it will have that pickup in it, just because, well, at the end of the day, Rich is super busy over at Voodoo Custom, and if there's ever like a need for it, it's hard on him because he's got a family and an actual job. So you might see just like a kill switch engaged bridge go in it, or a probably a kill switch engaged bridge, just because it's good. But yeah, that's the 6-string variant. Obviously, you have hip shot locking hardware and bridge. You have Dunlop recessed things for your straps, which just means it's flat to the body, and you got a little dicky-doo you stick in the veggie hole, and it holds it. It's very simple. It's very militant. There's no flash to it. I mean, yeah, it does. It looks fucking stunning. But there's nothing fancy with it. It's got a beautiful top, but it comes down to this thing here is everything on it has a purpose, and none of it's for showing off. It's for playing. Simply that. It's for playing. Now, the other guitar, now that we got the happy stuff out of the way, let's talk about the eyesore. That's kind of working itself out, oddly enough. And that is my 7-string. Which, by the way, those of you who got the joke, congratulations. You are smarter than the other apes. This obviously does not have an 80-inch scale length. It is a 20-inch scale length. But I thought I would be funny and call it an 80-inch, and everybody took me seriously. Like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. So, way we did it was kind of like an idea I had, because I didn't want my neck to be like, I didn't want to be playing way out here, right? I want to be playing here, like kind of close to what I do with the 6-string. So we moved the bridge back. Instead of moving the neck out, we brought the bridge back. And it was almost a great idea. In hindsight, the 28-inch thing just doesn't work. It's been nothing but a nightmare. So it will be changed to a 27-inch, and that should fix all the problems, because that will bring the bridge forward an inch. And what we have is when you're palm muting, there's so much of a space that's just dead space between the bridge and the fretboard that when you're palm muting, you come down on it and you start buzzing yourself out. You got all kinds of stuff that go wrong with it. It's just I don't know. Bad call on my behalf. I cannot blame Royce for that, because I asked for it, he delivered, and the delivery on it, he built an amazing instrument, but things I wanted on it didn't quite work. Now this guitar here has something that Royce had never done before, and that is carbon fiber reinforcement. This neck resonates like crazy. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it, but it resonates like crazy. It's loud unplugged. Like, yeah, I fucking love Deviant Guitars. Got bitches throwing me their fucking bras. Woo-hoo. All right, so yeah. Really, at the end of the day, that is not a Deviant Guitar mistake. It is Deviant Guitars trying to give to their customer and their artist what they ask for, instead of just going, "Hey, Tubby, use a dum-dum." That's probably not going to work. You're either going to have your neck in out of space, or you're going to have to compromise that 28-inch. So I can't have a neck as long as my dick, so we're going to have to go with a 27-inch, but it happens. And the other thing has nothing to do with Deviant Guitars. It actually has to do with Voodoo Custom Pickups. Poor Rich, man. He worked so hard and got that thing. He had to design a 7-string TDS rack from like the ground up in time for my guitar to be finished. And he dealt with like COVID, changing jobs, getting back into school for his new job. Oh man, that poor dude's life has been hectic, to say the least. That's being kind, right? And it showed up, and there was a problem with it. And unfortunately, he doesn't play 7-strings, so he had no way to like really test it. And it just came out really not good. So we ended up putting a Fishman Modern in here. And yeah, the guitar sounds good. It plays good. It just, the intonation is, it's just the thick string, just the 7th string, the B string, the low B. It just won't get right. It gets close, but then you go and play like an augmented chord and you see where it falls apart. Unfortunately, that's part of the design flaw. Again, I do not blame Royce from Deviant Guitars for that, because my dumbass asked for it, so I kind of got what I asked for. But it's very cool. I'm super proud of the guitars, and I'm super happy with the work that Royce has put into it. Doing all this stuff from the ground up, and for the first 2 ever being made, first 7, first 6, of this body style that we're calling a linchpin, the dude's got some massive skills. As someone who's not built like a shit ton of guitars, when he does get to where he's built a shit ton of guitars, he's gonna be unstoppable. He really is. As a one-man show, it's gonna be a while before he crawls to that point, but I don't know. He's good people, and he's doing awesome things. This one's set up exactly the same way as the 6-string. We have hip shot hardware, locking tuners. It's all hip shot. It's got that kill switch, on and off switch, which again, further down the road, I will have a toggle instead of a push-in button, because it's just, I don't know. Now that I have it, it's cool having that nice sleek, like there's nothing in the way. Or maybe Royce can figure out a way to have a different kind of button than what this one is, but it's difficult to use because I have big Jimmy Dean sausage fingers. If y'all haven't seen my videos of me playing, I got big old fat fucking mitts. And trying to get that thing pushed in sometimes is sort of like, putting my dick into your mom's butthole. Her butthole's so tight and my dick's so big, like it just doesn't fit. And I really don't want to keep spitting on my finger and bringing back nightmares of fucking your mom, to get it engaged. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, I said it. And your mom can deny it all she wants. But dude, I'll tell you right now, if you sneak up on her and you tell her the apple is in the oven, she'll run out the house, I promise. All right, so anyway, Oh, you guys didn't think you were getting out of it that easy, did you? All right. So the gear I use in that little beginning jam, if you're wondering what I was using to make that thing sound amazing, really at the end of the day, it's the guitar, along with some really cool gear. The amp I used is the Hatred by Chaos Amp. They're a really cool company, and their amps are just different. They really are. They're different than anything else I have. The gain stage is different. And to help with it being a little different, I have the Brutal Drive version 3 by Eris Effects hooked up to it just to kind of fix its, its little issues. So yeah, my synopsis this far in with the prototypes, I love them. The only thing with the 7, I guess it's going to get rebuilt. And I hate the fact that Royce feels like he needs to rebuild it. And he's so far out with stuff that people are going to get really, really used to this particular guitar. And, yeah, she's going to get field stripped and put onto another one. And it sucks, but, it ends up, it takes money to do that stuff, and R&D sucks when it starts costing a crap ton of money because something just wasn't right, and it's my fault. If I would have known more about what I was asking for, I would have known mixing the two things together it wasn't going to work, or at least neither one of us is smart enough to figure it out, because it's odd what I wanted. If I would have just left the neck out where it belonged, everything would have been fine. But I didn't because I'm an idiot. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. If you have any questions about Deviant Guitars, I don't know everything about Deviant Guitars, but you can feel free to message me. You can get a hold of me on Instagram, Truck Driver Sean. It's fucking that simple. And you spell Sean S-H-A-W-N because that's the only real way to spell it. Let's face it, S-H-A-U-N is for girls, and S-E-A-N, no matter how you put it, is seen. All right? If you want to argue with me, just shut the fuck up. Spell mean, spell bean. I can go on all day long, all right? And then tell me how to pronounce your name, you piece of shit. All right, so... all right. Or you can leave it down in the comments. But if you really want to get any kind of really rock solid, 100% correct information, Royce is a great guy. Reach out, Deviant Guitars. He has a website. You can get a hold of him on Instagram. He will message you. It might not be instantaneous, like he's just sitting around waiting for you to message him, but because he has a real job, like a jobby job. So when he has a minute, he will get a hold of you. And you'll thank me for it later. He's such a good guy to talk to, and I'm very fortunate to be building a friendship with him, and he's just a good dude. You can never have enough Royces in your life. You know what I'm saying? All right, very cool. Keep music evil. Bring metal to the children. Support Deviant Guitars. And hey, don't be a dick. Subscribe to my shit. Support your favorite fat piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. Just do it. You can do it. All right, man. Catch you in the next video. Later.